Hey guys, welcome back to a new video on this channel. Today in this video we are going to talk about ethical hacking roadmap. In this video I will tell you about how to get started with ethical hacking, how to get started with pen testing, which programming languages you need to learn, which OS is the most preferred operating system for ethical hacking, basically each and everything. So make sure you watch this video until the end, and if you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video with your friends. So without any further ado, let's get started. So I have not created any kind of presentation here because it is already here in this GitHub repository by someone called Sundown Dev. So first of all, if you want to get started into ethical hacking, you need to know what is penetration testing and how to become a penetration tester. So penetration testing is a type of security testing that is used to test the security of an application. It is conducted to find a security risk which might be present in a system. So finding a bug in a software or finding a bug in a system or vulnerability in a system is called penetration testing. So in order to learn penetration testing, you need to know how to find a bug in a system, you need to analyze whether the system is secure or not, and you need to think like an attacker or a hacker to find out the bugs and the security risks present in the system. So here are some vocabulary that people in InfoSec use, or hackers use, basically cybersecurity related people use. So the first thing is here written here is InfoSec. So InfoSec stands for Information Security, which is the practice of preventing unauthorized access, use, disclosure, disruption, modification, inspection, recording, or destruction of information. So the information or data may take any form, example electronic or physical. InfoSec can also be a person who practices ethical security. So InfoSec is kind of a community. InfoSec, it is the practice of preventing unauthorized access. It is a community that protects the information, the security of the information. So that is what we call InfoSec. Then now the second thing is OPSEC. OPSEC stands for Operation Security, which is a process that identifies critical information to determine if friendly actions can be observed by enemy intelligence, determines if information obtained by adversaries could be interpreted to be useful to them, and then executes selected measures that eliminates or reduces adversary exploitation of friendly critical information. So OPSEC is all about OPSEC or OPSEC, whatever you call it. It's all about operations security. Now black hat, gray hat, and white hat hackers. So this you might know, because if you want to get started into ethical hacking, or if you have interest in ethical hacking, you might know about this already. So a black hat hacker hacks with malicious intent, uses skills with malicious intent. A gray hat hacker uses his skills with playful intent. Sometimes it can be malicious or it can be also for helping. It depends upon the gray hat hacker. And white hat hacker uses his skills to find bugs in softwares, websites, or systems, and then reports it to the concerned authority, so that the authority can patch the system and release a patched version of the update, release a patched update. So this is how black hat, gray hat, and white hat is all about. And now we have red team, blue team, and basically all these things. Now you can go through this. I will leave the link in the description below. Reverse engineering. So reverse engineering is also called back engineering. That's the process by which man-made object is deconstructed to reveal its design. So reverse engineering is basically the breakdown of a complete made-up thing. You have a ready-made thing and you bring it back to the raw material. So that is what we call as reverse engineering. The next thing is social engineering. Social engineering depends upon manipulation and gaining the victim's trust to take out sensitive information about the victim, to gather sensitive information about the victim from the victim itself. So this is what we call social engineering. Threat analyst is also called malware analysis, or a person who can hunt threats and who can analyze the malwares. So difference between hacking and ethical hacking. Basically, hacking is related with black hat hacking practices. As I have told you, that black hat hacker uses hacking skills with malicious intent, and ethical hacking is white hat hackers basically uses the skills to help people and companies. So the languages that you need to learn in order to get started into ethical hacking is scripting languages like Bash and PowerShell, and for software Bash and PowerShell, software and mobile apps. For software and mobile apps, you need to learn Java, Swift for iOS, Java for Android apps, C or C++, C Sharp for Android. And for general purpose, you need to learn Python, Ruby, Perl, PHP and Go. So for this, some of the applications are written in Python, Django, Flask. So in order to find bugs in a website, you need to learn JavaScript. In order to find bugs in an Android app, you need to learn Java. So it depends on what kind of field you are into, what kind of system you are analyzing, or what is the programming language behind it. So it depends. So content management system, which is also known as CMS. So there are basically 4 CMS: WordPress, Joomla, Drupal and SPIP. So these are the most used content management system, or CMS. You can find out the complete list of CMS from here. So basically you need to know WordPress, Joomla, Drupal and SPIP. So these are the 4 mostly used content management systems. So now, in order to learn basic pen testing, here is the roadmap provided here. The roadmap is from tutorials point. First, you need to plan and prepare. Then the reconnaissance, which also stands for, which means information gathering. Then discovery. Then you discover what is the bug or what is the threat present here. Then you analyze it. Then you active intrusion attempts. Then you try to attack. Then you try to find out all the details about the bug you found. Then final analysis. Then report preparation. So this is the roadmap, and this is the basic steps of pen testing. So this is how most pen testers use their skills in an organized, in a sequential way. So here are the tools that you need to learn in order to here are the tools that you need to clone, or here are the tools you need to use in order to gather information. So the mostly used tools are the harvester, which is used for email subdomains and names, to find email subdomains and names. The next tool is CTFR, which is written in Python, which also works in Linux, Windows or Mac OS. So in Linux there are several distribution systems such as Kali Linux, Parrot OS, Black Arc. There are many distributions. So most people in beginning use Kali Linux. You can also go with it. If you are fine with it, then you can just go with it. You can. In the beginning, Kali Linux and Parrot OS are the most used OS between ethical hackers and penetration testers. So CTFR is for abusing certificate transparency logs for getting HTTPS websites and subdomains. Then we have Sniper to find out automated pen test record scanner, Red Hawk for gathering information and vulnerability, Infoga for email information, then Knock Email for email address, then Nmap to find out open ports. It's a very common and popular tool. Then Phone Infoga, that is an OSINT, which stands for Open Source Intelligence Tool Framework for phone numbers. Then to crack passwords, you need to use the following tools. You need to learn the following tools: John the Ripper, Hashcat, Hydra, OPH Crack, SSH Auditor. Then for wireless testing, you need to use the following tools. So here basically all the tools are listed, and what you need to learn, what are the programming what is the programming languages that you need to learn. Basically each and everything is listed here by this guy called Sundown Dev. As I have already mentioned, I will share the link in the description below, so that make sure you can check it out. And here are some additional resources as well, some books recommended, such as Penetration Testing: A Hands-on Introduction to Hacking, Kali Linux Revealed, and a lot of other discussions, books, vulnerabilities, challenges. So this is the most commonly used challenges by beginners, commonly preferred challenges by beginners. DVWA, which stands for Damn Vulnerable Web Application. What you do is you download this DVWA setup file and you host it in your own local host, and then you can use it for practicing your hacking skills. And as it will be stored in your local host, as it will be hosted in your local host, so there won't be any issues, any legal consequences, because you are practicing in your own local host. Then you can also try some of these websites like Hack This or Hack This Site. HackTheBox is the most popular. You need to get the invitation code in order to join this HackTheBox. I have already made a video on this topic. I will leave a link in the description below. So basically this was all about today's video. Please do like and share this video and subscribe my YouTube channel for regular updates related to technology, cybersecurity and ethical hacking. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for the next one.